Oh, hey, I bet you're probably wondering why I'm brushing my teeth. Well, according to the National Day calendar, today is National Fresh Breath Day. My breath smells fresh. It's also National Root Beer Float Day. So let's finish brushing our teeth and then go get some root beer floats. All right, it is National Root Beer Float Day at the Barks Root Beer. Is that what they call it? Barks Root Beer? Is that how you say it? Breyers Ice Cream. We're going to make a root beer float. And guess what? We're going to put the Barks Root Beer in an A&W glass. I'm joined by young Alice today. She's going to help me make the root beer float. And I told young Alice to look at the camera, which is right here. Yet I keep looking at myself, which is right here. So who am I to talk? All right. So what do we do, young Alice? How do we make a root beer float? Did your mother ever teach you how to make a root beer float?
No, I just know how.
You know how? We got 2 ice cream scoops here. Let's show the folks at home our ice cream scoops. She's got this fancy, handy dandy.
It warms up with your hand.
It warms up with your hand. This is just an old school, cheap dollar store, run-of-the-mill Walmart aisle. Probably been dropped on the floor a few times. Hush Puppy, big giant Hush Puppy scoop type of ice cream scoop.
Wait, you use my ice cream scoop for Hush Puppies?
No, that would be a giant Hush Puppy.
That's what they use like with school.
That would be a giant Hush Puppy. No, this is like the school macaroni and cheese or the school spaghetti. They had that school spaghetti. It was like 2 ice cream scoops with the cheddar cheese melted on top of it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. All right, Alice, you're going to put 1 scoop in with your fancy handy dandy scoop with the gel in it, the warming gel. We're going to put it in the A&W glass. Uh-oh, there we go. I think we should put more than that, right, babe? Lots more. So I'm going to take the Hush Puppy scoop. I'm going to put a big old giant heaping scoop in there. Boom, use the Hush Puppy trigger. Shabam. Didn't work that good. I think we need a little bit more ice cream. What do you think? There we go. More? What do you think? That's good? I was thinking that's good too. We'll put just a little more extra because I'm a little extra with it anyways. So, hold this, young Alice. Hold it up for all the folks at home to see. Make sure they can see the A&W. Hey, speaking of A&W, in honor of National Root Beer Day, I have a trivia question. Check it out. What do the A and W in A&W Root Beer stand for? Is it Anderson and West, Alabama and Wyoming, Allen and Wright, or Albert and Wanda? Does anybody have a guess? Amy from the studio audience?
I have no clue.
Is it the last one you said?
Albert and Wanda?
No, the other one.
Allen and Wright.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Allen and Wright is correct. The A&W in A&W Root Beer stands for Allen and Wright, the 2 founders of the company.
Girl.
Roy Allen purchased a root beer formula from an Arizona pharmacist and sold his first mug of root beer in 1919. In 1922, it took a partner, Frank Wright, one of his original employees. 2 years later, in 1924, Allen bought Wright's share of the business back, but he stuck with the name. And the rest is history. There you have it, a little root beer trivia in honor of National Root Beer Day. Now time to put the Barks in the A&W glass. Some people might think this is a sin. But I think root beer is root beer. They all taste about the same to me. I like root beer. I've never met a root beer I didn't like. I actually have a bunch of... Ooh, that's really foaming up. We'll let that settle for a minute. You know, let's see. What kind of root beer do I have up here on the shelf? I see some A&W, see some Dad's root beer, some Stubborn, Frosty, IBC. I've got several root beer varieties. So this is all foamed up. I don't know. I think it's going to stay that way. We'll try to bust the foam out with some soda.
Are we allowed to use straws in this video?
Oh no, J-Mac, that's
Oh
gonna.
no, it's overflowing.
J-Mac,
Whatever shall I do?
Do you want to use my
There we have it. It is a root beer
wanna use
float,
my special
overflowing
root beer
with
float
goodness.
spoon?
Let's use the root beer float spoon and just stab that bad boy in there. And there we have it. In honor of National Root Beer Float Day. That, my friends, is a root beer float. Want to try it, young Alice? Want to use the same nasty spoon? Now, I brushed my teeth a lot today in honor of National Fresh Breath Day.
Oh wow.
So much so that I think my gums might have bled a little bit. So hopefully Alice isn't catching some type of blood pathogen-borne virus that I might have floating around. I think I'm clean, though. I have a clean bill of health, so I think she's good. Let's dump a little more root beer in there. As always, this is J-Mac saying, until tomorrow, celebrate today.